That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. He's a wild street dog. They don't think he's had any human touch. He's a dangerous dog. Okay, okay. Okay, mister, we're just gonna try and be your friends. We just wanna sit down. We just wanna sit down. Okay, okay. So this is obviously a very angry dog. He's just come in and I just wanna get you out of the shade, mister. I just wanna get you out of the shade. The food's for a second. Come on, in we go. In we go. Out of the shade. It's very hot for you in that skin. It's very hot for you. Okay, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, 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 okay. So this is a very, very angry dog that Earth, who's with me filming, and Ja brought in. He's tried to bite them, he's tried to bite me when I was in the kennel, but not in an angry way. He's doing it in a self-defense way. He's scared. I've got the lead, and what that allows me to do is if he does try and bite me, I can pull him away at the last chance. So you can see if you touch him, he shakes. Not too bad at the moment. He's ready to bite. So he's a very angry dog. As I said, somebody said it in a comment yesterday actually, and it's a good point. He's not angry, that's the wrong word. He's just defensive. And he's in so much pain. You can see how bad his skin is, but I'm gonna try and soften him up with a little bit of food. Can you smell that? I know you want to bite me, but can you smell that? Let's put that down there. Oh, number one win if the dog likes food. It's like half the battle run. What I want to try and do in this video, what's on that clock already? 2 minutes? 1 minute? I can't really see, but I want to see if I can be his friend within 10 minutes, which is very hard because he's a wild street dog who is lashing out. But with a, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Now we try and save as many dogs as we can, but one thing that would help us massively, you don't know how much it helps, is a subscribe. A simple like or subscribe means the world to us, and it helps us save so many more dogs. So a subscribe would be massively appreciated. Thank you. It's okay, mister. I know you're scared. I know you're scared. Come here, mister. We're not doing this to try and force him into this. What we're doing for this is he needs to get a lot of treatment. Ja and Jam need to get him to the vets, and the vets would not treat him if he's this worked up. There's a bit of food, mister. Look. It's there. It's there. Look. Here. Smell. There it is. There it is. So you can see he's not trying to bite me from a place of anger. He's just scared. We think from talking to Earth and Ja, who found him, they don't think he's had much human touch in the last, can you smell that? A bit of liver. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? They don't think he's had any human touch, very little human touch. So I just need to try and get him used to that. And as I said, I'm trying to sneak some touches in there. As I said, I'm trying to soften him up. Not because we're in a rush, but he needs to get his bloods tested. He needs to get skin scraped and a few different things to... Here, mister, look, there, bit of food. There it is, look, yeah. Will you take it out of my hand, or is that a step too far? This is about as risky as it gets for me, seeing as he was trying to... There we go. There we go, mister. Why would you be trying to bite me if the food's that tasty here? See what I mean? I've got a bite on my neck, so this is kind of taking my, what's the word? Life into my own hands, but I trust you, mister. I know you're a good boy, aren't you? You're not angry at me, you're just angry at how bad you feel, aren't you? Or annoyed at how bad you feel. What's this one? Liver. We've brought out the top of the range stuff for you, mister. Top of the range stuff. Now what I'd like to show you is his skin, which I think Earth can get a little close-up of, or we'll put close-ups in a second. And you can see just how bad it is. I just have to be careful with the lead, because he does want to bite me. No doubt about that, if I touch him in the wrong place. But there's the food, mister. You can see his skin up there is like leather. That is like, it's blistering. There's bloody parts on it. I'm actually going to stand up because I've got more chance of getting out of his way then. I'll let you eat the food. Here, you can have a few bits of it, mister, and we'll keep some back for after the skin. You can see here his skin is like leather. If you look at that, you can see it's literally, he's getting ready to attack again. It's literally like, it's probably been like that for, I'd say, a year or two. That's how bad he is. And it's so bad up here that it's starting to crack open. And become, pardon me if I'm not speaking fluently, but I just, I'm watching out for my life, to be honest. But there's a hand on your back already, mister. Look, what about a little bite of food? Oh, that's delicious. A rub of the head. How many minutes are we in, Earth?
6.5.
6.5. I've got 3 more to be your friends, mister. I would say I'm nearly friends already. Look, there we go. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that a lovely treat? That's a dog who's had very, very little human touch, and he's already likes a little rub on his back. I know he's going to be a lovely dog. He reminds me of Derek, if anybody is a longer viewer. Here, look, there's some more food, mister. He reminds me of Derek. He could still snap at me at any second, but if you'd have told me 4 or 5 minutes ago that I'd be able to pet his back like that, he's starting to trust already, which is fantastic. And as I said, the only reason I'm doing this is so as it's easier for the vets and Jam and Ja and everybody to treat him. But look at that. I wouldn't say he's loving the touch, but he's not falling away from it anymore. He's not reacting. Here. Oh, mister, what a good boy you've become so quickly. This video is guaranteed to end with me having my hand bitten off, and we'll be filming the last section in hospital. But so far, so good. Look at that skin. Mister, you are a really good boy. Who would have thought this? The reason I've got the lead like this so as when he does spin around to try and bite me, I can pull him away in time. But there's another bit, mister. You are a really good boy. And I can see from his, you see, this is the bits here that are cracked open. And that's painful. Can you imagine the pain of that on your skin? Like, first of all, you've no fur. And then second of all, it's cracking up in the sun and the heat, even down to his tail. Yeah, he might go for me when I look at the tail, but like even his ass, every part of him is barely any fur. There you go, mister. So he is definitely going to have blood parasites, mange, bacterial infections. I think you've got everything, mister. You've got everything there is going. Everything that there is going in the medical department, you have it, mister, don't you? How many minutes are we at, Earth?
8.5.
8.5. Did you think we were going to be friends after 8.5 minutes?
What are you going to do in 10 minutes, like kiss him?
No, I'm not going to take a risk. I'm not going to take a risk. It's, I've got to remember, he's not used to human touch. Like when I was touching him there, he was biting me before, but now he's still like, you know, a little bit jumpy. You can see when he touches skin, he's a little bit jumpy, but he realizes that we're already, like dogs are smart. But his problem is on the street, he has had the stigma of, if you look at him, a lot of people would cross the street when they see him because they think, oh my God, if he bites me, I'm going to get rabies. If he bites me, you know, he's a dangerous dog. He's not a dangerous dog. He's just in a lot of pain, aren't you, mister? He's just a boy who is in a lot of pain.
9.5.
9.5 minutes, mister. I think we did it, didn't we? What about a piece of liver to finish, mister? That's nice, boy, isn't it? There was no biting needed for. I don't know what that early biting was for, mister. Good boy. All that does now is it makes it much easier for the guys. If we can give him a medical bath, if we can scrape his skin for the bacteria to put under the microscope, do all sorts of things. If you think about it, he's on the street. People have come along, Earth, and who was with you yesterday, Ja?
Yeah.
Scary. Like somebody's put a rope around your neck, they've put you into a box, it's like shouting, everybody's stressed. He's put on a truck, he's brought here. Of course he's scared. Of course he thinks he's been taken away and like, you know, something bad is going to happen to him. But he's got here now and he's slowly starting to realise that his life is going to be
You look like you want to walk
just fine. He's going to go for a walk. And he says, I like it here. It's like the 4 seasons. Fresh liver, fresh food, lovely walks. That's the end of the video. Job done, 10 minutes. I didn't think we'd do that, but we got it done.